Hey, welcome everybody. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our ADHD co-working session. I'm excited to get started with you guys on this Tuesday. I know I have a couple things that I like to get done today in the time that we have together. I'm starting a little bit earlier than usual, so I may be on a little bit later, but we'll see where the day takes us. Let's see. Hello. It is, exactly. Good eye. The birth of Venus, it's called. Aphrodite Venus. Synonymous. It's so good. I got it framed like maybe 2 years ago on Wayfair. It was $80. So I don't know if they still have it, but that's where I got it from. And framed for that much, and like it's like a wood, like wood slash like durable canvas print, so it's really good. But I get so many people that are like, I know, that's what, because I was like, okay, like it's $80, it's Wayfair, like I'll take a gamble on it. Worst case scenario, like I'll find something like nice to do with it. But I was really glad that it actually turned out really nice. Also, sometimes you can find like a good quality, there's a website like whenever you do like write like papers called JSTOR, and they have a different version of it called Art Store, which is like you can get downloads of like high resolution artwork. So something else to look at. I don't know like the legal ramifications of that, but so don't quote me on it. But another place that I know I'll find like high resolution images when I need them for artwork. I studied art history in college, so I spent a lot of time on there. Hello, welcome. Hi, Mark. We're doing a little co-working session here today. Oh, I can move this guy over. So I do like 15 minutes on, 5 minutes off, roughly. Usually I'll chat in between if there's nice comments in the chat. Sometimes I'll even go back at the nice comments. That's what we had yesterday, which was actually funny. But it depends on how much I need to get done in very ADHD fashion. Hello. Hi, Brandon. It's been good. How do I type without seeing? I don't know what you mean. Or like type without looking at the, I don't know, being old and growing up on a computer. Yeah, exactly. That's what like co-working, because I'm like working my job, so it reminds me of that corny video that was like, don't love your job, job your love. I'm not that type of person. Close. People could put me in that category, but not that type of woo-woo. Let me see. The quote is so deep. Which one? It's funny. Don't drink your water. Water your drink. I know. I know. Oh my God. There's so many I could say. It's so. She was on because I love like reality TV as like a decompression thing. Hi Eddie. Oh my God, that's so crazy. Do you have that comment saved for every time you see somebody on live? It's so insane. Um, but she was on like a Real Housewives of Dubai, and there's a couple on there. I'm like, some people that I feel like they went on to the show and then realized they were gonna get like outed as scammers really quickly, and then exited the show really quickly because they thought that they were gonna get like a lot of new clientele. And a lot of like, because I am in the spiritual space for work, like a lot of the conversations I have are about like how can we like actually be of service in the spiritual community, not just trying to sell people like bundles of coaching programs like when they're struggling, you know? So it's like, how do you, and we see it no matter what spiritual discipline, like if it's astrology, if it's yoga, if it's the church, like we see that all over. So it's kind of crazy. But hi son, welcome, welcome. That's why I say, like, anyone could try to take something and you know, contort it, I'll say. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, from an astrology perspective, there won't really be time for people. Thank you, son. There won't really be time anymore for people to get away with it. Eddie, oh my God. So when we have that like in mind, it's like, okay, everything comes to light in the end, and like evil can't persist over good. You know, it may win in micro moments, but not for long term. So hi Logan, welcome, welcome. You'll get a girlfriend in 26 days. Okay, I actually seriously have to, let me flip this over again because I actually have to respond to this comment. So I have a few questions that I'm answering for one of my beautiful folks in my Patreon community. So let me read what she wrote. Karma. Oh, do I believe in karma? I do. I think like karma in the eyes of like what I call like even like basic like physics, like nothing, like everything, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So like when we have that kind of even if we don't see the immediate effects of doing something bad, right? Like we are good, right? Like there's still an energy that's being pushed out in some way, shape, or form, right? So I don't think that it works in like such a black and white way that we think that it does, but it definitely, you know, for a lot of people, it's like no deed goes unpunished or unrewarded, I think too. So, you know, a lot of what I was writing yesterday, because at night I'll do like a little kind of like meditative time and I'll like listen to something. Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful way to explain it. Thank you. Yes, the butterfly effect. Um, Reminds me of that movie. It was like an old movie with I think Ashton Kutcher. But I was sitting last night doing a puzzle, and like sometimes I'll listen to like a YouTube or whatnot, and I was, oh, hold on, sorry, I just read the message and then it distracted me. Someone just messaged me back here. Let me pause, wait, I'll get it back. Butterfly effect. Oh, how everything we think and the way that we feel, even if we don't have contact with other people, like we're all kind of locked into this planet that is Earth in this way in this time. So everything that we feel, everything that we do, even if it doesn't obviously affect someone else, does feed into a frequency, good or bad, right? So it's like, I know that in my way, like I am very grateful that I don't live in an area of the world where, at least for the time being, right, like there's no active WAR or something, you know, I'm sitting here on my phone in the afternoon at, you know, in my office space and talking to you guys, right? So it's like anything that I can do to kind of like cultivate that energy of creating a peaceful environment is like what I also want to be able to have that be pushed out into the world. You know, anything that keeps me grounded and stable and able to be of service to other people is like what always has fulfilled me. And so, you know, even that kind of being the foundational way that I operate is a way that I also believe in the butterfly effect and enacting on that in some way. So, you know, like I used to live in more of like the city. I lived and worked in New York City and go back and forth from there to Philly for work sometimes. But like even the frequency there, you know, now versus 10-15 years ago is a very different frequency than it was 10 to 15 years ago. Like it just has changed so much, and you could feel like, especially after the vid, like a lot of people right now, that it's like it's gonna look like it gets worse before it gets better, I feel. And just like kind of looking back as like an art historian by like university degree and kind of tracking the cycles of life, you know. Hi Nicole, how are you? Yes, Tuesday, welcome. I see that as kind of like the, yeah, like it's going to be perceivably worse before it gets better, but it's kind of like when you get a cut on your knee that gets infected, you have to flush it out and it hurts, but it hurts because you know that there's good from like alchemizing that pain. So that's where I'm at for right now.